As the bus journey goes on, seats are tend to be feeling full, left with a one white gentleman standing on the bus. The driver immediately told Rosa Parks to give up her seat for this gentleman. Rosa Parks, she refused. The driver immediately contacted the police. The police arrived. Immediately, Parks got arrested for violating the segregation law. Later that evening, Nixon and her husband bailed her out from jail. And Nixon are sick and tired of the Jim Crow laws, how they treated the colored people. And it's getting worse and worse and worse, violating their rights, and so on. He began to persuade Parks to start a movement, a civil rights movement, because he knew he found the right person. But Parks refused to, because she's reluctant and fear of damaging the community. Life will be costed as well. But on the next day, Saturday, Parks made up her mind. Nixon began to gather all preachers and civil rights activists in the state to start and form a movement. Sunday, the next day, preachers and activists handing out 35,000 pamphlets within the colored community to avoid catching Montgomery public bus to work, home, life, etc., etc., etc. Encourage them to take on, public transport, such as forming carpooling, taxi as well. The movement was become successful following the day, which is Monday. Montgomery bus sales plumped 66%. The back seats of the buses are all empty. No colored people, just white people. And as the movement became successful, the community needed to nominate a spokesman person to represent this movement. And they all nominate Martin Luther King, a well-educated, good-looking, intelligent man who is also an activist. He encouraged the community for non-violent movement to show hate with love. I think that's the quote for him. I'm not sure the exact word, but yeah. The government was furious and steps in, increasing taxi fares, start making arrestment for those who make carpooling as well. And it gets on and on and on. But the movement didn't get affected, remained strong. The government ordered the police verbally abuse the movement if it could, which it did happen. For further support, the Ku Klux Klan, aka the KKK, stepped in and killing the movement by killing colored people who participate in the movement. After the body is being gutted, they leave them, remain them open of the public streets. And you can tell what is going on, and the movement is very violently as well. But the movement was furious, but continued to remain strong and supported by the activists to fight to death to get their rights back by a non-violent movement. The KKK didn't stop there. They're constantly calling all the activists. Calling and calling for death threats, bomb threats, killing families. And eventually, 30th January 1965, Martin Luther King home was bombed. Following up, Nixon's home, 1st of January 1965, home bomb. The community was furious as the bombing was occurred where Martin Luther King attended to his family home. The community surrounded him with weapons, ready to fight against the KKK. But King ordered the community not to be violent, showing hate with love, with a non-violent movement. The movement dragged for a year. Montgomery bus are deeply bankruptcy. The government needs to step in. Eventually they did, and began to negotiate with Martin Luther King. On 20th December 1965, the government agreed with Martin Luther King and desegregation the seating arrangement in buses, public buses. Following day, the buses is back in business, fulfilled with whites and coloured people sitting together. Isn't that amazing? For the civil rights movement like that, like the boycott, how Rosa Parks just stands up and say, let's start this movement. And it's amazing how one people can make a change. Sorry, not one people. One person can make a change. And it's fascinating to go through this sort of history. And I learn a lot, you know. One person can make a difference. And yes, after then, you know, the civil rights movement began. That's where it born. Through this Montgomery boycott bus. And after that, Martin Luther King became more active and getting more ideas, get more knowledge from Gandhi in India. And there you go. Isn't it interesting to study history? I love it. But yeah. Anyways, that's today's video. I hope you guys do enjoy. And I hope you guys do learn. So yeah, I'm fascinated about it. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up. I will, don't be the third wheel, be with strong power. I'm off. Rest in peace, Martin Luther King. Oh, you enjoyed these videos and you want more? Click subscribe. I make weekly videos, and yeah, what are you waiting for? Is either you click up there or type up the bar and say Linda Builder. Done deal. Builder dropping some knowledge.